What's going on, Creekers? Coach Abell, special Saturday edition of your weekly video announcements. Let's get right into it. I will tell you that the announcements that I share with you guys today are going to be the announcements for this week. I just so happen to have all the information early. I wanted to get out to you as soon as I could to give you the most time to prepare for some of this stuff. So really, there should be no new information this week. And if there is, I'll be sure to let you guys know. First major new announcement is if we cancel because of weather. With the weather being what it is and meteorologists not being able to guess anything correct over the last couple of weeks, I wanted to change this up. I want to set a new precedent and kind of let players know as well that if we do cancel, we still have to be productive with our time. So guys can expect to have a Zoom meeting if things are canceled because of weather. Okay. We've never canceled because of weather before, and the only reason that we're canceling because of weather is not because of rain or necessarily storms, but because we can't bring them inside and do anything with them inside because of the lack of space. So we're going to do our best to do what we would normally do. We'll just do it from home, and we'll do it on Zoom meetings or Google Meets or whatever you want to call. Okay. We'll probably use Huddle quite a bit. But I want to let everybody know that, unlike it has been for the past month, if we cancel, we're not really canceling. We're just going to work from home. Okay? All right. Physicals. I have texted individually every single player who is a returning player from last season, and I've let them know when their physical expires in 2020. Everybody needs to have an updated physical. About 80% of our guys have physicals that expire in August. Okay? There are a handful of guys who have their physicals expire in September, but August is that kind of do or die month. And the last thing we want to do is have guys having to sit out of practice because of their expired physical. So just again, heed my warning. Take the advice, please, if you would. Start working on getting those physicals done now. Okay. Just to kind of give you a reference point, because of the way the rules are, if rules remain the same, which I expect them to remain the same. When we start practice on August 24th, if a player misses one practice, he will not be able to, two practices. If he misses two practices, he will not be able to participate in that first game because of the requirements that every player has to go through in order to be acclimatized for football, okay? So the last thing that we want is for a player to miss because of a lack of a physical. Just go ahead and get those things done. Kroger Little Clinic still does them. And the last that I'd heard, the one on Hikes Point was doing them for $19.99. That was last week. Not sure if it's still there, but worth probably looking into. Okay. The last announcement really isn't a new announcement. It's the E-Team fundraiser. I announced it this past week. Please help your sons gather up some emails. This thing has only been live for 2 or 3 days, and we're already up to about $500, and that's great. And some of you parents even donated, which we appreciate 100%. But the whole idea behind this fundraiser is to branch out and expand beyond our own individual community. We want the entire city, if not further than the city, to be involved in this fundraiser and to help us provide for our guys. Okay, especially since so many of our major events that we use as fundraisers have been canceled or severely impacted because of COVID. So help your guys out with that. The captains will be asking for players to enter in emails this week, and then that fundraiser will last throughout the month of August. Okay. All right. Finally, team store is up. You guys have called me. You've asked me questions. Hey, Coach, when can I get gear? Hey, when can I pay player fees? So forth and so on. Well, now here's the time. And I'm going to show you these websites, and I'll include the links in the messages that I sent to you guys in the upcoming days. The first is the team store, which is for the players. And really anybody can order stuff from the team store. I'll show you what it looks like. But the whole purpose of this is to allow for parents and players to pay their $90 player fee online, okay? I'll show you what it looks like, but unfortunately, that's just how it is. We have to take things online right now. If you're a cash-only person, you absolutely positively have to do cash. Just give me a call, and we'll talk about something. We'll have to figure something out, but we want to make sure that we're following what is being passed down to us. And that's what they're saying, is that we want to try our best to take online payment. So it's credit card, debit cards. I'm trying to link up our PayPal. I doubt that's going to be an option, but if it is, I'll let you know. This is due no later than August 21st, and really that's kind of late, if I'm honest about it. But I wanted to give you guys at least 3 weeks to get that together. You know, I know $90 is different to a lot of people. If this cannot be paid, please just call me. Please just call me. We can work something out. Okay, we can work out. I've always worked it out with families. The last thing we want to do is have a player fee, you know, put anybody into a financial bind. Okay. But you know, based on what we've been told and based on the way that our players are talking to us, that everybody's for the most part seems to be doing okay. So let's get that taken care of as soon as we can, so we can just focus on football and X's and O's, baby. Okay. Fan store. That's for all you guys. That's where you guys can buy your gear for the season. I will be honest with you. You don't have all the fancy name brand stuff on our fan store this year. To just be candid, those companies and the companies that sell Nike, Under Armour, Adidas, those companies were going to take way too long to get things done. Now that seasons are happening, everybody's in a mad rush to get this stuff together. And so one of our representatives to a vendor told me 6 weeks is how long it would take to get those items in, and that's not cool with me. So if you want to go out and buy your own Nike stuff and have somebody print it on there, great. But I will tell you that the product that Justin sells is a quality product, and it's going to look good on you. Okay, our Kevin and Coach Meredith put together some really good stuff, and they'll really, I think everybody will really enjoy it. Okay, the store opens tonight from 8 p.m. until August 16th, so that gives you a little over 2 weeks. It gives you 3 weekends to get all that stuff in. When you click on the link, and I'll show you what that looks like. When you click on this link to the store, it's going to ask you for a code, and that code is what you see here, KFAWJ. That's just a code they give us. But let me go ahead and take you through that and show you what that looks like. Okay, first off, this is the Creek store for your sons. If you click here on the tiger head emblem, that's where you pay your player fee. Please make sure that you put your son's name in there. Okay. Make sure that you put your son's name in there. That way we know who's paid the fees and who has it. I know some of you guys don't share the same last names with your kids, and we want to make sure that this runs smoothly. Okay. But the items that we have for sale of obviously the player fee. That's where you pay pop sockets and face masks. These are things that we have in stock right now. So if you bought this tonight, I'd have it ready for you by Monday. Okay. The Igloo half-gallon water jug, since that seems to be a rule that's not going away, where kids are going to have to provide their own source of water. I wanted to give this option to you. All right, it's a personalized water jug. It's going to have the kid's name on there. Again, no one has to do this. They have to have their own water source, but they don't have to have this fancy one that's typically gone in as. I just wanted to offer that out to you guys. I think it's a pretty cool deal. Okay. I will say real quick that these splash shields, or I think what people are calling COVID cages, those things are not required. I know the NFL is doing a bunch of them. When you click on that takes you to the link to order it specifically from the helmet website. You want to check with your sons. Your sons will probably know what kind of helmet they're going to have. Okay. I'm not 100% sure that those shields are going to fit every helmet the exact same way, but if someone that needs a little extra peace of mind, they're out there, they're for sale, and the NFL is using them. So I'm sure if it's good enough for the NFL, it's definitely good enough for our kids. Okay. So if you want to take a look, when you scroll down to the bottom, you'll see the Creek store. Okay. And you'll see the items here. You're going to click on that link. And when that link pops up, that's what's going to take you to that page that I showed you a minute ago. Okay. And then you put your code in, and you'll see the store online. It's not live until 8 o'clock tonight, so let me just show you the flyer. Here's the flyer. Here's all the items that are there. Again, a lot of this stuff is fan wear. There is some stuff that your kids might enjoy, some of these long sleeve compressions. And all our kids like the tights. They like the stuff that are long sleeves. They obviously want to check with their position coaches, because we have some that are pretty anti that kind of stuff for good reason. So make sure they check before they order those things. But Let's face it, if we're going to play a full-length season and we want to make a deep playoff run, we're going to need to bundle up a little bit, okay? But there it is, guys. That's all I got for you. Enjoy, okay? This is the type of stuff that gets us excited for a season. Buying our gear, getting some, that means that this thing is closer than we think. Continue to wear your face mask, continue to do the right things, continue to encourage your sons to do the right things. Hope is greater than fear. We will see you guys on Monday.